Coming up in this wax removal, guys, we've got some soft wax from a very small ear canal. This is my patient here. You can see
it. Tight.
It's small, isn't it? It is really, really tiny. So what I've got, I think that is the standard sized Zollner tube there, and you can see that I am struggling to get that in. So I'm using the Zollner tube to push the side of the canal so I can get the endoscope in, but this is very soft.
Very mushy as well. That's that horrible kind of consistency.
It's a double-edged sword, isn't it? Do you want the soft consistency? Because you don't want massive plugs, dry plugs in there you can't get out. But then sometimes that soft consistency, because you've got to take it off the canal walls, not great in a small canal.
Bit of a messy one.
It's not easy. It's not easy. So we're getting this little bit. There you go. You can see it's coming away well. The other thing, as Taylor rightly said, is not a great consistency, is because this tends to block the suction tube a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah. There's not much you can do about it either.
No. Now what I'm seeing there, that side of the canal wall, that's really positive because it means it's coming away cleanly, and that's what we want to see, is that nice clean detachment from the canal wall.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
That's what we want to see.
So it's obviously the drops that affected the wax at the front there, by the looks of it.
I would have said so. Because when you look at
kind of, not harder, drier bits at the back then, which...
yeah, that kind of, that core, we all say that nugget of hard wax is deeper in there. But, you know, there's some dry skin as well. They're coming off the side of the canal walls. I think when you pull these plugs forwards, it's always difficult in narrow canals, because as they come towards the entrance of the canal, you're using the endoscope to hold that open, and literally you are sort of going straight into the wax sometimes, aren't you?
Yep. Especially the camera trying. Luckily, this is a pretty good view.
Yeah.
But it's a bit of a nightmare sometimes to try and get a really clean view.
Yes.
Because you normally always get a little bit of oil, or you bump into a little tiny piece of wax, and you're always back and forth.
A little bit of dead skin here at the bottom, so I'm just going to lift this. There we go. And there's a little bit there just to the left. So I'm just doing a bit of tidy up. Patient at this point is hearing much, much better. Eardrum looking okay there.
Coming up in today's removal, and I said removal because it's not wax. Look at this. There's a little bit of a sort of a backstory to this one. The patient, unfortunately, was in hospital for a couple of weeks. Really struggled to sleep with the noise of the machines and you know, the patient, and a lot of walking around and clinging and clanging and what's up, you know, and so forth.
That's wedged.
Yeah, so patient actually had silicone plugs brought to them from a family member, I believe it was. Put the silicone plugs in, and unfortunately got a bit too aggressive with it, and got the silicone plug wedged inside the ear, and obviously tried to remove it. Tried to remove it with some self-irrigation. Actually, tried to remove it with some self-irrigation, and this is obviously, you know,
that's not
popped it right in. Now, this has been in the ear for over 2.5 months.
What?
Months.
Really?
Yeah. November. So this was done last week. I think it was last week by the time of recording this video. And the patient was in hospital in December. So yeah, what I was hoping here, I got the rosin insert because I was hoping it was going to be hard enough for me to just get the end of the rosin insert into the plug to kind of draw it forwards, but it is welded in there.
Do you know what? I had one very similar to this recently as well. That was down over the top of the eardrum. And what I found was because the silicone plug had been in so long, it had warmed up and it becomes pliable. Yeah. And that's what's happened here as well, isn't it?
Yep.
Wow.
So it's what I'm just trying to peel this off the ear canal, and you can see it's not really doing much for us at the moment. Got the forceps out, but
that's a brave choice.
Yeah, this is not gonna do anything here. Yeah, I could see straight away. I thought,
it's just going to. The thing is, it's pliable, but sometimes there is a little bit of structure, enough structure to it. Do you whack the oil in then?
We do at some point. I don't know if I put it in now, but no, I don't. I haven't put anything in yet. There's a tiny bit of movement there, and this is actually right up against the eardrum. This
is it?
I didn't realise how far into the ear it actually was. I could see it was, just over halfway into the ear, but I didn't realise how far in it was going. You know, there's a little bit of movement there, like it's not going anywhere. I'm trying everything to try and get this out. This also is I think it's a third attempt, not from us. Patient had the other side, because it was both sides, had the other side removed by a different company, but they couldn't remove this one.
So they had this in both sides?
Yeah.
Really?
So there's a silicone plug on the other side as well.
Oh my goodness me.
Yeah, there's another company that removed, that removed the other side, but understandably couldn't do much with this side because it wasn't going anywhere.
So they did the easy one.
Done the easy one and left all the pressure up to me then to try and get this done in one.
No pressure,
no pressure.
No pressure.
It is
where'd
not
you
going
go with
anywhere.
it from there though, Taylor? That's wedged down there.
Yeah, so at this point, I've thrown some oil in and I said, look, I'm going to have to use suction. Nothing else is working.
No.
I can't go any further with the manual tools because we're too far into the ear. Yeah. So we are going to have to persevere with microsuction. So this is a standard size ulnar tube. We're just going to need to wiggle like crazy here. We're going to need to try and detach this off the ear canal.
Because that silicone's going to want to grip the canal, isn't it? It's just, that's what it's designed to do, to stay in.
Yeah.
So you've got to get oil between the silicone and the canal, and you to get that out.
Yep.
Oof.
And yeah, it was a pretty difficult one, this. I looked at it and I thought, oh yeah, there's a bit of silicone in there, should come out nice and easy. Oh, wish I never said anything.
You've got that bit of movement there now.
Yeah, and the oil this is what the oil is doing. This is why I've popped some oil in. I do put more in as we're going along. Every time we move it, ditto. Every time we give this plug a little bit of a wiggle, there's a bit of oil that's getting around the sides, and it's starting to make it like slippery in a way. So doesn't look like much is happening, but it is starting to detach.
If you're used to doing wax removals, or even if you're used to observing, which I know you guys are, you can see, even though there's like you said, not a great deal of movement, you can see that there is enough movement that's on its way.
Yeah.
There it goes. There's the twiggle. The twiggle is returned.
Hello, you haven't seen that in a while.
It's on its way. You
I thought it was.
See that sort of waxy oil coming, it's like almost being squeezed out from the sides now. So it's definitely down in there, isn't it?
Oh, it's deep. It was deep. Oh, come on. It's weird because of the consistency of the silicone. It's obviously different to wax. You get a grip on the silicone, and then anytime you try to pull, it just releases some of that pressure, and you think, oh, come on.
Because it almost goes a bit like chewing gum as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And the kind of more you pull, the more it stretches inside the ear canal.
Yep, you got it. So yeah, it doesn't look like it doesn't look like it's going anywhere, but it's very, very slowly starting to work its way out.
I'm not really watching the front. I'm watching that section to the back right. You can see what I meant about that chewing gum. It's kind of all pulling into the suction tube.
Well, I tried the forceps again because I could see there was a little bit of movement. It was just shearing little bits
I would
away.
probably try and take that front section off anyway, which I think is what you're trying to do here, because I think that's going to be more of a hindrance for the suction than leaving it on, isn't it?
Leaving it there. I've obviously decided to try and go back in with the manual tools because I could see there was a bit of movement there.
And you've got a ridge to work on now, haven't you?
Yeah, the problem with this
in there as well, isn't it?
Yeah, St. Bart's sock is too thick for us to get anywhere there, so I popped some more oil in.
I don't know whether you had the right curette. I wonder if the right hook.
Yeah, I know I should have used that one.
Might have been a little bit. The thing is, it's pointed at the end, though, isn't it? And I know why you've gone the St. Bart's is because you've got that wider.
Yeah, they wanted to tear through.
You wanted to pull through. Yeah, makes sense.
That extra oil we've put in now is working its magic. Come on. I'm trying to like draw all those little bits that are hanging off the sides.
Are you gonna go?
Oh, this is it, I think. We've got a good grip here now.
Oh, it's going, Taylor, it's going. That's so close to the entrance. That's just going to be one of those... that's going to come in there.
That's a good sound effect.
I'm totally like that.
That's pretty good.
I'll be practicing that while you're on video. That's what it is. See? Oh,
Yeah,
there
it comes.
There it goes. There it goes.
Oh, the relief on the patient.
Oh, I bet. Whoa.
It doesn't look like much. I mean, it's a bit sore in there because obviously this has been in there for a couple of months.
Blinking heck.
So I was trying to get a good view. It's quite humid.
That was right down on the drum, wasn't it?
Yeah. There's a lot of inflammation there. You know, I don't think there would have been an infection. I mean, inflammation can be a sign, but I just think it's where there's been no air being able to get down to the eardrum.
Yeah.
So I've advised the patient, you know, if there's any difficulties, pain, discomfort, anything at all, let the GP know. You know, get down to the GP, get them to have a little look. But yeah,
it's good. I think that's just over 1/4 inch.
1 centimetre.
Bang on. Yeah. Well, guys, thanks for watching our video again today. If you enjoyed the video as much as me and Taylor did on that, was a good one. Then you can always like, heart, share, follow, and subscribe for us. And if you thoroughly enjoy the videos, you can always consider becoming members of the channel as well. That way, then you get to see even more videos. But from myself and lovely Mr. Green, I've done a week without you. Know, like I can't remember how I do the end. The first video I did without you, right? I went, take care of yourselves. I was like, oh no, he's not there. Take care of
I was in the house going, take care of each other.
So yeah, as always, guys, take care of yourselves.
Take care of your ears.
There it is. And take care of one another. And we shall see you again for the next video. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.